It's your favorite pro-Palestine meme show. Ah, my lights just turned off. Damn it. Back for another episode to see all the gaslighting, all the yelling, all the screaming, all the crying from the pro-Palestinian side. We got so many memes to look through. I'm Tall the Traveling Cloud, your favorite Zionist prince, white colonizing Zionizer. Let's just jump right into it, baby. Let's see. Our first clip here is coming from Chick Chalk.
So you don't have to like him. I don't like a lot of what he says too, but I think the best option we have is to try to push him in the right direction because he's saying he's going to stay here and not focus on Israel. That's a.
He's trying to fuck this place up by staying here. Think about it. There's no point
Thanks for coming.
staying here if he's trying to fuck it up. I would much rather let him be in fucking Africa and start here.
Wait, you much rather him be in Africa than here?
No, him. I would rather let him be in Africa rather than be here. Like his dad's African. He was raised in Africa.
But I think he's Indian, just like you.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. I thought you might like that. You have a strong Indian accent. That is the most pro-New York answer. Do you understand? Everyone's saying, I'm going to go visit Israel nonstop. No, he should stay in the city and take care of these problems.
What does that even fucking mean? What? Why is Eric Adams flying to Israel on a regular basis? Did I miss something? Has he like heavily invested in Israel in some capacity? New York's in the fucking shitter, man. I was just there. Everyone's talking about it. It's a mess. It really is a mess. It's changed. I used to live in New York in 2019. I only lived there for a year, granted. I lived in Williamsburg. But it was, like, it has changed significantly since I was there. Like, not in a good way. And the fact that the fabric of New York City has now shifted from a New York City that came out of 9/11, understanding how dangerous the Muslim world is, or understanding how dangerous Muslim extremism is from the Muslim world, I misspoke, to a New York that openly allows and is okay with socially, it is not like reprehensible in any way, waving and supporting terrorist groups on the streets of New York like Hamas, Hezbollah, the Houthis. Like that has just become a normal part of the fabric of New York society today. And that's a problem. Next goddamn meme. This comes from Misfit Patriot. If this is terrorism, what the fuck is this? Counterterrorism. Yeah, like it's very funny to me that people cannot comprehend the idea of a war. Like they just want to be like, look, damaged buildings, so that's bad. Okay. Is every single place where a war is taking place, is it terrorism? I just need to understand. Is it only terrorism when Israel destroys? Is it only terrorism when Israel bombs? Because if that's the case, then you make it a lot easier for us Israelis to continue. Because if we're noticing that we're singled out more than anybody, like when any of the Arab countries bomb each other to smithereens, is it all terrorism or none of it's terrorism? Or is it only terrorism when they're fighting terrorists? You have to explain yourself. If you say a blanket statement it's terrorism, you're not making the situation better. You're emboldening the Israelis. You're emboldening the Jews to say, well, fuck you, or not. Why should I give a fuck about what you say? You're emboldening me to do worse, to be worse. Because if I know for a fact that no matter what I do, you're going to condemn me, you're going to call me a genocide or colonizer, what kind of options have you given me? Why should I even try at that point? Do you understand what I'm saying? And yet we still do. On top of all of that, Sky News kicks guest off of air after he wears bacon and exposes Islam on air. Oh, I think I know this guy. I think this is that. I don't agree with what he's saying. I find the rhetoric funny. I'm not gonna lie. I think this is that Korean guy.
We do have to apologize
Korean Scottish guy.
Just aired those comments earlier, but we're going to continue now.
Yeah, I knew it.
Well, I mean, the reason I've got bacon on my shoulders is because the terrorists are a charming lot, and they threaten to behead me every single day. So a little bit of protection. But I've got to say, I'm from the UK. We have the threat nearly every single day from Islam invasion. Our second biggest city, Birmingham, is already majority Muslim. Our mayor of London is Muslim. And the new Home Secretary, Shabana Mahmood, is Muslim. And I just have a very clear, simple message to Muslims, which is stop worshipping a pedo warlord who's the Bonnie Blue of the 7th century, sleeping with 30 al-Zouk men, who married a six-year-old and slept with a 9-year-old. And there's only one culture that pours acid on women's faces. There's only one culture that makes women cover their faces so other men don't rape them.
Yeah, well, and I think it's important. We do have to apologize for what was just aired, those comments earlier.
I don't agree with the messaging. But I need to explain context, okay? I don't agree with the messaging. That's not how I go about criticizing facets of Islam. I don't agree with it. I don't think it's right. That being said, First of all, he's absolutely correct. His whole shtick is, if you haven't seen his videos, he keeps saying there are 50 Muslim countries. Why the fuck would you immigrate to the West if you want to live under Sharia law? Or as he says it, Sharia law. Here, actually, let me just pull up the clip right now. Okay, I found it. Here it is.
Bacon stops you from committing murder just because somebody drew a cartoon of your little wee prophet, Muhammad. There are 50 Muslim countries around the world. Why the fuck would you move to the West if you want to live under Sharia law?
So I agree with that sentiment in that sentiment only. It doesn't make any sense to move to the West if you want to live under Sharia law. It doesn't make any sense in any way, shape, or form. The rest of his sentiment, I don't agree with this being the way to go about it. But now to add the context that all of you guys are going to get angry at me if you're Muslim watching this. Because again, while I say I disavow the things that he's saying, I don't agree with it. I don't think that this is how we should tackle our problems with Islam or with Muslims. It's degenerative and it's not correct. When Muslims keep immigrating to the West, refuse to assimilate, and start creating rhetoric on the streets of Western cities that goes anti the Western cities, anti-European, you are going to get this counter movement. I don't think you have seen the ugly face, okay, the ugly face of Islamophobia yet. You will see it. You've created a hell of a lot of Islamophobes in the last, and the problem is, when we say moderate yourself, disavow the terrorism, step away from it, don't associate with it in any way. Don't allow it to be a part. You disavow it openly. Yes, you have to. You are a minority in another person's country. You need to step up to the plate. It doesn't matter if it feels racist. That's what you need to do. You need to do. Look at the Jews. Have we ever gotten equal treatment anywhere we've been? No. We've always had to come out and defend ourselves. Muslims have never done that. There's never been a mainstream perspective of Muslims coming out and saying, I don't associate with jihad. I don't associate with Islamism. I don't associate with extremism. This is what happens. This is the result of that. And honestly, it breaks my heart because I know there's plenty of peaceful Muslims out there, plenty of wonderful Muslims out there, especially Muslims living in the West. And I know, by the way, I'm never going to be the one to say that most Muslims are peaceful in the West. I don't believe in that. I think most Muslims in the West are either non-peaceful or tolerant of non-peace. I think the minority are peaceful. I think there's a difference there. But that peaceful minority needs to fucking speak up, because you're going to end up with people like this Korean Scottish guy who's going to say, fucking, I'm done. I'm over it. I don't want any association with this shit. They're not going to look at it with the nuance that I have. And the problem is the Muslims will call me racist. The Muslims will call me a Nazi. Leftists will call me a Nazi when I speak with this amount of nuance. I'm considered a Nazi. Bro, if I'm a Nazi, I'm your best friend in my opinion. I'm looking out for you. If I'm a fucking Nazi, what the hell is he? What the hell is going to happen when a bunch of him pop up? But the thing is, you spit in my face, you lose all your friends. You're going to lose all your friends. You're going to lose anybody who's going to be there to help you. I really believe it's going to go very south for the Muslims.
And you defend the lie.
Next meme. This lady, we keep reacting to her shit.
God help you at the last day.
The last day.
God help you. Supremacy, domination, cruelty. You love cruelty. You love evil.
God, what a fucking unbearable
I am a
woman.
German. I am a New Yorker. My parents were Holocaust survivors. And I speak out. And I speak German, but mein Deutsch ist nicht so gut, wo ich kann das äußern. Mein Deutsch ist nicht passionate. It's nicht Leidenschaft. My English is more. And she's part of a mafia and a KKK killing cult of Baruch Goldstein, JDL terrorism. Because she does not look at this as human.
It's terrible.
Human. I am human. The Polizei is human. He is human. We're human. What are Zionists? They call for more of this.
Yes, that's exactly what we call for. That's exactly been our premise. That's been our whole premise this entire time. You know what I disrespect the most about the pro-Palestinian / the Muslims in the West? They will use retarded women like her, who are clearly deranged mentally. They will use them as their cattle fodder. They'll be like, go run, be my slave. Be my talking piece. Make everybody feel bad. Make everybody feel shame because you are mine. I've owned you. You are my slave now. You will speak for me. And that's what I disrespect the most, because behind closed doors, they don't respect this woman. They don't appreciate this woman. They're laughing at this woman. They don't see solidarity with this woman. It's not like there's love for this woman. It's just a mouthpiece for them to use to further their goals of domination over the West. And I find that quite reprehensible and disgusting. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be my last video before Rosh Hashanah. I wish you all a happy and healthy Jewish New Year. I'll see you in the next one. I love you long time. Goodbye, Klats. If you believe in my content and want to support me, just know your help is needed. There's a bunch of great ways to support me, being PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee, or joining my Patreon community down below. Patreon is the best way to support my channel, and you'll get a bunch of cool perks depending on what tier you join. Another great way to support me is by buying my merchandise on thetravelingclat.com. I regularly drop new merch designs like this beautiful hat or this amazing shirt, where you can support the channel and get something cool for yourself. I also have an amazing Discord community with people from all over the world. Thank you so much for your support.